Greetings students, welcome to this video lecture series on computer applications, and this is lecture number 12 of the series and chapter number 4, that is inserting images and links in HTML, part 2. Alright students, so in this lecture we will be looking at the align attributes. We will look at the top attribute, bottom attribute, middle, left and right alignment, and we will also look at the width and height attributes of the source image in this particular video lecture. So in this video we will first look at the tutorial to give you a brief idea about what these alignment actually mean and how they actually run in practical programs. Then we will look at the theory after it. Alright students, now we will see the example of align attribute and resize attribute over here. So we begin the example. Let us insert the image before this text over here. So image tag, then we define the source of the image. Let us take this image on the desktop, look at its properties and see where its target location is. You can simply copy the location and paste it over here. Let us now save this and see what happens. So we have already saved it as align and resize.html. Click on save, open it. So you see this is the example. And here is our text in the end, right, when we are not using any alignment. Now let us use the alignment feature. After defining the source over here, we can now use the attribute of alignment. Click on save. Now you see the text after this is aligned at the top. Whatever you write will be written over here. By default, the alignment was like this. Now we have defined the alignment to be at the top. Similarly, if we want alignment to be left, click Save, open the browser again. You can see this is the image, and already the image is towards the left of the text. If we want the image to go to the right, because we are defining the alignment of image, so we write over here let us maximize the window. Alright, so you can see that the text now appears on the image now appears on the right hand side of the text as compared to this previous case. Similarly, if we make it middle alignment, save it, we see now the text appears, the image rather appears to be on the middle of the top line. There is only one line over here. Let us add more lines to this and see what happens. Alright, so we have added another line break over here. So this is the next line. Children get involved in sports related activity over here. We save this HTML document and reopen the windows. So we see the middle alignment is only for the first line, and the next line will appear below the image, and this is the next line, and every subsequent line will appear after this. Now, since we are able to see that this image is very big to fit over here, we would like to resize this image to our desired um, parameters, or rather desired width and height. So we can redefine that over here in the program. Here is our image that we inserted. So after alignment, we can also add height equals, say, let us keep this 100, and width equals 100, so that our image gets resized. Now we click on save again, open the browser. Now we see that it has been resized to 100 by 100 pixels, and still this is the middle alignment. The image is having the middle alignment over here, and this is the next line, but our image got resized as per our specifications in this line. So the this was all about the program over here. You can note it down in your copies. So students, as we saw in the previous example, the program which we designed, that this attribute, align attribute, is actually used to set the position of an image in a web page as per our requirements. And now HTML does not define the default positioning of the image with respect to the text, right? So we were using different sorts of align attributes to control the image alignment, right? So we looked at the top alignment. This alignment aligns the top of an image with the top edge of the tallest item in the text line. So as we saw in the previous example, how it works. Similarly, there is the middle alignment, the alignment that is used to align the image to the middle of the tallest item in the current line. So we saw how the alignment became middle and how the text actually was to the next of the position of the mid level of the image. Similarly, the bottom alignment, it aligns the bottom edge of the image to the same horizontal plane as the baseline of the text. So the text will appear at the down right corner of the image. Then we had the left alignment, which is used to align the image to the left on the web page. This is kind of by default on the way we did the programming. So we inserted the image prior to the text. So it will appear in that manner. Similarly, right alignment, if we specifically define align equals to double quotes right, so the image will appear towards the right of the text. Then we saw how width and height attributes could be changed depending upon our requirements. So it is not mandatory to specify the width and height, but as we saw in the example, that the image can appear very large compared to the text that compared to our content of the page, and it might take most of the page space. So we could adjust the image and resize it accordingly by giving the values of width and height. In the example, we took the value of width and height to be 100 pixels. That way we can resize it to the desired size. Similarly, there is the border attribute, which, as the name suggests, it puts a border across around the image that we have given in the source. By default, the image has no border, and it is totally optional for you to put a border around your image. Alright, students, so in this example, we will see the usage of border around an image. Border attribute. Right. Insert the image, mention the source of image. So we want to insert this image over here. Click on properties and go to details. This is the location and general settings. Copy it, paste it, insert another backslash, bof.jpg. That's capital VOF. Right, and now we need to insert the border. So we can define the how thick the border will be by mentioning the pixels. So let us just mention the pixel of say 5. Border equals 5. Save this border dot html. We see this the program has appeared. So we see this is a thick border over here that you can see. This is a 5 megapixel thickness. 5 pixel, sorry, not megapixel, 5 pixel thickness. You can increase or decrease the pixel. If you say, right, 50 pixel. So save it, open the file again. So this is 50 pixel border over here. By default, when you are not using any border, so there will be no border in that case. If you remove this line, save it again, so there will be no border at all. So this is the image with no border, and this is the image with 50 pixel border. This is the image with 5 pixel border. So you can define that in the border attribute. So thank you very much, students, for watching the video. See you next time. Jai Hind.